How much am I allowed to say about your love life on tour?
Oh my! On Twitter?
No, on tour.
Here. Oh,
so many angles we could go with this. You had such a complicated.
Can we keep it very light?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm down. He free.
Wait,
That's you.
but
That's you're the one Glorilla's talking about.
we could be like kind of vague.
So let's just talk about the fact that at one point Josh is like running around doing all of his different little work that he has to do in the lead up to the New York show, and you are at some point in some sort of conflict between you and your girlfriend, and the door to the backstage is actually locked. So every time Josh comes in, he has to fucking knock on the door repeatedly just to get the door open so he can grab something or whatever. And the door has been locked because you're basically beefing with.
He banished her.
He banished her and inconvenienced Josh, and Josh was tweaking at one point.
Josh, I'm sorry, Josh, but obviously you know me. I showed up a little fashionably late to the show. We only had about 20 minutes before we're about to go on stage, and I had to sign all of the posters at AD and Adam because they are respectful, young men, and they got to the venue early.
Thank you for calling me young.
They already signed it.
Nobody calls me young.
Where you got your beard shaved, you don't look old anymore.
We can talk about that later.
Anyway, so I'm sitting there and I'm at this little desk thing like next to the door, and she decides to just stand in the doorway and just pester me about, I don't even remember what it was about. Right. It was about like some girl that had texted me earlier when I told her to take a picture of me on my phone. It was something stupid like that, right? And before we left the hotel, I already explained to her, like, look, we're about to go be in front of hella people, hella fans. They're all here to see us. Like, I'm like, just lay off me for a little bit.
Right.
I literally told her this before we went to the hotel.
I mean, when you're in a relationship and then you're also like doing something where you are like performing on stage or whatever, I do feel like if you are the significant other, you have to kind of be able to turn it off. Because if I'm fucking Travis Scott and I got to go out there and entertain 20,000 people and we're backstage and you're giving me shit about whatever.
Some bitch on my Instagram.
It's kind of like, that's kind of fucked up, right? Because it's like,
bro,
you're about to do something very important here.
I'm thinking maybe I was tweaking, but I'm like, bro, like, this could wait. You could yell at me in the hotel, in the Uber, like whatever. And it was like, I was trying to ignore her at one point because I'm like signing the shit, signing them. And I'm trying to ignore her. She's like, you don't hear me? You don't hear me? She's
to the hallways.
She's in my ear, right? But she's standing basically in the doorway. So at one point, I didn't get angry. I didn't get upset. I kicked up the door thing, the door stopper, and just politely closed the door on her. I didn't slam it. I didn't push it in her face. Nothing like that. I just literally, slowly, I looked her in the eye and just closed the door and locked it.
You're out of here.
I knew it was bad too. I walked out there. She was like,
but wasn't she like that the entire time? The entire trip, was she not like that?
She was like that.
And then, so afterwards, I still come up to her. I squash it. Yo, I'm sorry if that was rude or whatever. I needed to do this. I needed to get through it.
Right.
Like, just blah, blah, like trying to be civil or whatever, right? We end up getting into it again. And I was like, you know what? Like, you could literally leave. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm about to go on stage. You can go home for all this, for fuck's sake. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I didn't notice that she actually had left until we were doing the meet and greet, and she's just nowhere to be found. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess she actually left.
Right.
And I met another girl at the show, and we went to dinner and shit afterwards. And wow. Cool. Shout out to her.
City boys. Damn. And so things are done with the other girl?
Toke went back to the room. I was like, are her stuff there? He was like, no, all her stuff's gone.
She dipped out.
She dipped out.
You ain't talked to her since?
So
she is FNF.
My homie owns a restaurant downtown. He texted me and was like, fuck, I almost said her name. He was like, yo, Shorty brought all your clothes.
To the restaurant?
She dropped it off.
Why?
Because she don't.
You were staying in her room or you were staying in the room that we booked you?
Nigga, she was in our room.
Then why would she take your clothes out of your hotel room?
No, she took the clothes that I left at her house before we left.
Damn.
She didn't grab the glick. She kept the glick for some reason. So I'm like texting her like, dude, I need
in
that.
New York?
No, this is when.
This is
when
bad.
we got back.
Okay.
Or Adam, pay attention.
Sorry.
No, I'm really bad at
it. You had a glick on tour? What the
fuck? No, are you joking?
Okay.
So, there was something I guess she posted on her close friends, and I went off on her crazy because somebody told me what she posted. So I went off on her crazy, but then I realized I had to go get the blammy back. So
Gotta get the blammy back.
so I had to like, you know, be like, hey, like this is very important. Like, you know, like I need that for protection, whatever, right? Blah, blah, blah.
Can't fight.
She tried to like do the come get it in an hour or I'm throwing it away. And I'm like, no, this is not how that works. You don't get to just bully me into coming on your time schedule.
Right.
We set a time like civil human beings and I come pick it up, right? So then she's like, I was like, fuck it, I'll come get it. She's like, I'm not home, changing plans. And I'm like, man, this bitch is just playing around.
And then you bust the window and you grab your shit.
Relax.
You did.
So we make a date and a time. I come get it the next day, right? I don't think she was expecting my car to be in the garage because she opens up out the elevator. She sees my car in the garage. She literally, like, she had it wrapped in like Target bags or something. She puts it on the floor of the garage and like runs back into the into her like elevator and like goes back up. And I'm just like, okay.
Right.
Like, what do you think I was gonna do? Clap you in the fucking garage? Like,
right.
You think I was gonna Tory Lanez you and fucking shoot at your foot?
Dance, bitch. That wasn't the plan. But so you haven't talked to her since?
She was like, she texted me a very formal text and said, this is not a request. This is a demand. Do not contact me again.
I mean, to be fair, house phone wasn't doing what I seen. House phone wasn't doing nothing
bad.
No,
at all.
We went to go eat. He was like, hey, you want something to eat? She's like, no.
She literally just had an attitude the whole entire time. And if I'm paying,
how about this girl's steak?
Yeah, fuck her.
Whatever.
We should make her throw it up. But that's what I'm saying. It's
she's probably already digested it. That was like a week ago.
Adam's like yelling at me for ordering too much sides.
You ordered 8 sides. These are like $16 sides.
Being a cheap ass bastard.
Yelling at me for ordering too much sides because I'm like, me and my bitch about to eat.
I just was like, damn, this motherfucker just ordered 8 sides.
He said
he's yelling at the waiter because he didn't bring out the cream corn or some shit.
No, honestly, to be fair though, I wasn't expecting you to like. Honestly, whenever Adam does like nice stuff, it really just blows me. It's not that you don't do nice stuff, but I just don't expect you to do nice shit. So I was expecting to pay for my own shit.
I had to pay.
You didn't have to, but
I'm alpha. That's the primal thing to do.
Is that y'all think like you guys fight over who's about to pay? I don't give a fuck.
In some scenarios,
pay the bill.
I paid the bill at a Mexican spot, and like when my girl's dad wasn't looking, like I just went up and like paid for it real quick, and I could tell that he was kind of like,
really?
Why'd you spend this $45?
He was like, I'm the daddy now.
Damn, yeah. I did you say that? I didn't mean it like that. I wasn't trying to like assert dominance over her fucking. No, I don't. He didn't seem mad, but he just seemed a little like frustrated. Like, damn, I wanted to pay. Like, I felt kind of bad.
But yeah, I don't know. After like going out of your way and doing like, bro, everywhere we went and I bought something, I bought her one of something. I paid for your trip, like for you to just have an attitude the whole time.
Bro, I didn't get it. I didn't see you do nothing wrong.
I didn't.
House phone is always innocent.
No, I'm talking about other than banishing her to the.
No, that's when I was just over her at this point, and we're working.
And so, would you say that she drove you into the arms of my relatives?
Oh my God.
Let's talk about this.
First of all, relax.
Oh my
Second
God.
of all, don't put an S on it because your other relative was young as fuck.
Oh, I don't know.
Third of all, I don't know what you're speaking of, sir.
Exactly.
So my cousin came to the show. My 19-year-old female cousin came to the show, had a good time, hung out with her backstage a little bit, talked to her, whatever. And then all of a sudden, Josh sends me a picture of her in the lobby of the hotel. And then all of a sudden, I see pictures of her online.
I did not have sex with your cousin.
Okay.
And I've said that multiple times.
My
honestly,
phone.
I really don't care if you do, because I don't really know her like that. I think I only met her like 1-2
She's
times
also
before
like
that.
21, not 19.
Okay, whatever. What is she doing at the hotel? House phone. Dun dun.
I thought she was hanging out with y'all or something.
Not I.
I also did see that picture of her in the hotel.
What's up with that? She's like rocking your jacket or something?
My jacket? No. She had a no jumper hoodie
Trying
on.
to take down 1 Graham Mason at a time. I'm fucking with you, bro.
He's trying to become part of my bloodline.
All right, people, we just hit 300,000 subscribers. You know we're trying to hit 400,000 subscribers. So that little red button, tap it, tap in. Appreciate y'all.